I could make a very strong case that reflection, consistent reflection, is what's allowed me to build freedom. From working at Screwfix and Papa John's, being in university, going around that cycle of hedonism and drugs, not knowing who I was, not comfortable in my own skin, not confident, the list goes on, to now. It was only yesterday I was saying to myself out loud, sometimes I reflect out loud. I'm a bit of a weirdo. Normally I write. But I was saying last night, I am more than everything I ever wished I could have been back then. And it's just funny because now in the present, you know, you still get caught in like, oh, I should be this way. Life should be this way. I should have this. Sometimes you just got to look back and go, fucking hell, I've done all right. Now this is what I do every evening. This is my routine. Got my chamomile tea, honey, lemon as additions. It's a bit fucking was on its own, to be honest. That is actually growing on me as well. I actually enjoy that now. It's nice. I'm massively cutting my caffeine consumption down. That's my next focus. And in doing so, fruity teas have now become far more appealing. But let me run you through what I actually do on an evening in my reflection. This is obviously one of the FP7 key components of the coaching framework that I give to the guys. Habits, super, super, super important. All the habits, but this is essential. Think of it this way. The dream life and vision that you've got in your mind. In order to get there, you've got to go through a series of tests in which you need to find the answers to. Now, you don't need to get the answers right every time. Because if you get them wrong, you learn, and then you improve, and then you move on to the next test. And everyone has a unique path. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to seek the answers. The answers are right in front of you. When you reflect and you become self-aware, this isn't going to happen for you guys if you've never reflected in your life, by the way. You've got to become self-aware. You've got to raise your consciousness. You've got to understand yourself. You get to a point where you can almost see through reality. Now, don't lose me here. I'm not trying to make this some complicated matrix shit. But it really does get to the point where you can see through reality. Now, I don't talk about this a lot. I've been tested fucking recently. Life. So much shit going fucking wrong. And it's not me hiding that from Instagram and everyone watching me. It's just I understand this is part of my process. It's part of life. There's no point in me shouting and complaining about it. I just have to get on with it. Complaining does nothing. But fuck me, I wish I could just set this camera up and unload on you on what's been going on in my life recently. The point I'm making, now that I've become so self-aware, I can see through it. When I'm tested, I'm like, okay, just immediately in my head, what's it asking me to do now? What's life asking me to do now? Because there's something I need to do. I might not be able to fix the situation, but if I've got to do something now, if I have to take action, then the reason I've got to take action is probably because I wasn't doing something in the first place. So I've got to figure that out, then add that skill to my arsenal. And then that's preparing me for the next test. I go into the next test with a larger inventory of weapons or tools. And the likelihood of me succeeding in the next test, is far greater. And on the path you go. This is exponential growth if you do this long enough. I've lost my way a little bit with the reflection side, but here's what I do. Okay, I'm looking for the answers of life. You won't always find the pot of gold when you reflect, but you'll find the nuggets of gold. And you'll plant seeds that will come up tomorrow when you drive into the gym. You'll plant seeds that will come up in a conversation a week from now when you're having a coffee with a mate and he says a certain thing and you go, say that again. Say that again. I've been thinking about this all week and it hasn't made sense. Now you've said that, it makes sense. Say that again. Or you hear something in a song, or you just get this clarity. You only get it in stillness, and that's a video for another time. What am I doing when I'm reflecting? So the first thing, I'm looking over my to-do list today, and I'm going, okay, how have I actually performed objectively? Now, not everything's on here. Training, not on here. Other things, sticking to my meal plan, not on here. I'm expected to do that. I don't celebrate that. My 7 habits. Let me see if I can get this to focus. I can read it to you anyway. On the right hand side, FP7. 7 habits. Wake, early wake. Alignment, hydrate, steps, vices, reflect, learn. 6 out of 7 ticked. Reflect is the only one remaining, which I'm doing a version of now, but I'll do a proper version after this. My to-do list, all client check-ins, Monday's check-in day, Sunday's check-in day for those guys, Monday's check-in day, feedback for me. Complete. Raw YouTube and upload. In process. In progress. Instagram. Story. Meaning be active on my story. Show the process. Visual reel. Speaking reel. Raw talk reel. All of those ticked. Final item. Mechanism. 60 minutes. Working on the back-end systems, the unique mechanism. Have not found time to do that today, and will not have time to do that today because I need to prioritize my sleep this year. That's a promise I made to myself. It's 7:20 at the time of making this video, and I'm sweating my ass off in here, by the way. But if I open the window, the mic, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm in my boxers as well. I won't lie in. I've got my chamomile tea. This is me. This is me, you know? This is me on an evening. So, hopefully you can't hear that wind or the cars. What the hell was I talking about? Didn't find time to do the mechanism 60 minutes, okay? I'm not going to have time to do it. Analyze why. Did I put too many things on the to-do list today? Did I not manage my time well enough? I can already tell you right now, I didn't manage my time well enough. However, there's a caveat. Something unexpected happened today, and I had about an hour out of my day talking to a mate of mine about business. It's a very valuable chat. So I'm looking at that now, and I'm going, yeah, mismanaged time. I'm going to have to factor that into another day this week. However, it was a productive chat, so I don't care, you know? I don't really care. But then my actual reflection, okay, my reflective writing piece. I tell all my clients, as long as you reflect, that's fine, right? You have to sit there and at least fucking think. But you should be writing. And there's a reason why. Writing is the slowest form of thinking possible. When you think just in your head, you bounce around 1,000 miles an hour. When you speak, it's definitely slower because you have to make sense of what's in your head and organize your thoughts and then relay it to someone. But when you write, that is the slowest form of thinking. So you have to slow your brain completely down and then go, okay, I need to make sense of that. I need to write a whole fucking page of what I'm thinking right now. Each sentence has to make sense, with the next. And you know what writing is. That gives you clarity. And what I'm actually thinking of is alignment. Now, alignment is something you do in the morning. What am I working towards? What's my vision? Who do I need to be? Because it's who, not what. What you want in life requires a certain version of you. Who, not what. Who is the bridge from where you are now to what you want, okay? You've got to change who you are. It starts internal. Standards, habits, actions, thoughts, behaviours. That's in the morning, okay? You get very clear on your North Star vision. And then in the morning you're going, okay, I've got to be this guy, I've got to be this guy, I've got to act this way, I've got to think this way, I've got to behave this way. When challenge comes my way, this is how I look at it. Affirmations, assumptions in the morning, etc., etc., etc. On an evening, I reflect the day's performance in alignment with my alignment. Have I acted in alignment today? Then I go back and I think about how I've used my time, how I responded to challenges, what I did in the car. You know, one thing for me, the level I'm at now and the level I'm trying to take myself to is like no wasted time. Now that doesn't mean audiobooks and podcasts just all the fucking time. It means the opposite. It means stillness. You know, rather than putting music on in the car, which I often like on the way to the gym and just letting my mind kind of just not be there, I actually like to just either sit, be still, fully present, and allow my mind to bring up to me what I need to consider. Or think about strategy, think about content, think about this YouTube video. This came to me this morning in the car. I was like, oh, I haven't made a video on that in a while. Or ever. I don't even know. That's what my YouTube video is going to be. So I'm saving time. I've got clarity. Then I'm thinking about the videos I'm training as I'm driving home from the gym. And so I've strayed too far there. That's the level I'm trying to be at. Okay, so when I'm reflecting, I'm going, okay, have I acted in alignment today? What would the version of me that I'm picturing in my mind, how would have he done today differently? Knowing everything he knows and holding himself to the standard he holds himself at. And then I poke holes in my day. And you know what? If you don't find much, you're winning. It's only a matter of time before the external reality in the three-dimensional world catches up. Life happens from inside out. All right? And this is what you've got to do. So that reflection gives you course correction. And then you go, tomorrow, okay, I need to act a little bit differently. And that's the power of reflection. Now, if you want help with some reflection prompts, because I started as the guy, by the way, that was like, I'm not writing in a book, that is gay. It was my girlfriend in university that got me into that. That was one of the most pivotal things that anybody has ever taught me in my life, ever. That's the reason why I give it to everybody else as a habit. But I understand how it feels. Writing on a page, you're like, what the fuck am I writing about? You do it 3 days in a row, you think, I'm just writing the same shit. And am I doing this right? Am I doing it wrong? I've heard all the messages from clients. I've been through it myself. If you want some prompts, I have a list of prompts that I use with, well, I put them on the app for the guys. I'll be happy to send those over. I'll put a WhatsApp link in the description. You can send me the word reflection. Or just send me whatever fucking word. I'll just send it over. It's literally just fucking PDF. I don't use it now because you get to a certain point where you just, it's just a stream of consciousness now. I write probably 3 times a day. I've got a nice, cool-ass journal. Look at this shit. Feel like one of them birds on the makeup videos. Came with a nice pen. Look at that. Solid. It's nice. What am I on about now? I want to finish on this. Standards. I said to myself, I'm going to post daily on YouTube. I want to grow on YouTube. I'm currently making average 2 videos a week. That's not enough. It is enough. Some people have grown doing that. It's not enough for me to master the craft in order to get to 1 million subscribers, which I keep saying I'm going to get, which I am. Okay, I'm going to have 1 million subscribers. I've got 146 right now. It's going to happen. All of these videos will be clipped when I get 1 million subscribers, and then everyone will be saying, gassing me up and shit. Anyway, going back to who, not what, right? I want 1 million subscribers. That's the what. Who do I need to be? I need to be someone who knows YouTube inside out. posting 2 videos a week is going to take a fucking long time to know YouTube inside out, to learn my oration, the way I styled these videos, learn the camera, learn lighting, learn audio, learn title and thumbnail optimization, all this shit, right? I just need the reps. I just need to pump these videos out. I don't really care. Didn't write anything down for this video. It's a completely different style to all of my YouTube videos, pretty much. The last one and this one are like the start of a new kind of chapter. More raw, more from the heart. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's 7:30. You got to remember, guys, I'm in bed. I'm asleep by 8:30. So I've got to get this YouTube video fucking edited and uploaded and wait for the fucking upload time to get it fucking uploaded, just to stick to my own word, to know that tomorrow I will still be in full control of my mind. That's where we're at. That's the standard. Stick to your word. So I'm going to end it here because I am probably fucking going on a bit now. But anyway, appreciate you watching. I'm going to finish my chamomile tea. I'm going to get this YouTube video fucking snapped up and get it uploaded. Appreciate you watching. Got my magnesium. Oh, I did have cod liver oil. It's on the floor. Cod liver oil. 450 mg magnesium. I can't remember which one. 30 milligrams of zinc. That is the evening start with a chamomile, honey and lemon tea. Sleeping like a babby.